So the AI tool we're going to be using for this creation today is called Claude AI. We can actually use ChatGPT to achieve this, but the major difference between ChatGPT and Claude AI that I have noticed personally is the fact that Claude AI has this natural writing style. So it's easy to tweak Claude AI with your, natural tone, with your writing style, and how you want your product to be generally. So that's my own preference. So some other may prefer ChatGPT depending on what you want to achieve. Yes, you can write about your professional experience. You can write it to form a guidance for those that are at earlier stage of a similar journey that you have been on. So you're not just writing random stuff out there. You're not just writing stories. There's a purpose to this book you're writing. So it's forming a guidance for people that are coming behind you. So you can even take this further by creating mentorship program for critical career path expansion. So there are a lot of benefits to this, to writing a book, and AI has made that job really, really easy for us. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, so let's say all right, so taking this from my book, How to Monetize Your Experience as a Professional. So let's say this person here is a banker. My name is Joy, and I'm a senior banking officer, and I want to write a book. And I want the book to be a guide to people that are just starting off their career. I want to put my experience out there. I want them to learn from my own journey and learn from how I was able to rise. I want them to learn from the mistake that I made so that they can avoid it and they are able to, go through a shortcut, so to speak, and, just basically make the journey easy for them. So let's say that's what we're writing about today. Let's just start. My name is Joy. I'm a senior banking officer. So today I want to write a book. To write a book. Write a book as a guide for those. Sorry. Their career and stage of a similar journey. So I will feed you with the decisions I made that enabled me achieve major milestones. Let's see, achieve major milestones. Okay, full stop. I'll also feed you with things that I'll first feed you with things that I consider as accelerators and obstacles. Okay, and how I overcame them. Okay, all right, so my name is Joy. All right, so let's give Miss Joy here a surname, so by the time the book is finished, the full name will be acknowledged and all of that. So let's say my name is Joy Smith. I'm a senior banking officer. Today I want to write a book as a guide for those at the earlier stage of a similar journey. I'll feed you with the decisions I made that enabled me achieve major milestones. I will also feed you things Yeah, that's fine. So let's see how it's going to build. It's going to give us, yeah. So that's an excellent foundation for a book. Your insider perspective as senior banking officers combined with real experience, practical. So here is how we can structure. Okay. All right. So is first of all sketching out for us. All right. Potential framework. Climbing the banking ladder. Okay. Good. That's a good title. Yeah, working title. That's fantastic. I think I like it. Climbing the banking ladder. Wow, that's so straightforward. Anyone who comes across this would understand exactly what the book is talking about. They will know right there that this is a guide, you know, a senior officer's guide to career success. So we could organize it around key career phases. Good. Entry level foundation. Good. Perfect. Navigating the mid career transition, leadership development. Perfect. You see? Oh God, Claude is blowing my mind. What I'll need from you. Okay, so now he's even taking it further. He's telling you what exactly he wants you to provide for him to create a very good book for you. Uh, okay, milestone decision, fantastic. That's exactly all right. So this way you don't feel that. So that's why it's very important to use AI, correctly and responsibly, I would say. This way, you don't feel by the time your book is out, by the time your product, whatever product it is you're creating with AI is ready, you don't feel, I don't see any reason why you feel that imposter syndrome because exactly what I've asked it to do is what it's doing. So I know what I'm doing. I am creating this product. I'm just using AI as a tool to create it you know. So this is really fantastic. So start by telling me about your very first major decisions or turning point in banking. What was the situation? What choices did you make and why was it significant to your career trajectory? You see? So by the time I provide all of this real life, situations, real life stories, real life decisions. So it's mine at the end of the day. All right, so we're going to dive into this right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy all of these requirements that Claude has asked us for, right? So I'm just going to copy them and work on them on the Word document, just so I'm able to structure my text very well. So let's say the first thing he asks for is milestone decisions. So he says 5 to 7 pivotal choices. So I'm going to provide three, right? So let's say can come down to say all right, so for milestone decisions, so this will be the decisions that I made that, propelled, um, say, promotion or growth, or that enhance my career development and my career growth faster. So I would say, so for milestone decisions, I would say that, so that would be the moves or things that the Joy did to enhance her career growth and development, steps that she took to fast track, her promotion and how she was able to, attain a higher position. So for this, I would say, for example, maybe some skill development program or course. Let's say I pursued, let's say relevant. It can be anything really, depends on the industry. So I could say pursued relevant. So these are just blank. These are just random stuff I'm picking. So it doesn't have to be really, 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 really. What's that word now? Correct. So we're just working on random stuff. Advanced education for banking. I would say the pursuits such as MBA or some certification, MBA and GCIN. Now see. I don't even know what that certification is called now. So let's just say and relevant, okay, relevant advanced and let's just say CFE. I don't know what that means, but then so pursue relevant advanced education such as this. So now for accelerators, so what fast track your progress, mentors. Okay, let's say uh mentorship programs, certifications, specific projects. So all right, so I decided to provide three of so milestone decisions. So pursue relevant advanced education. such as MBA and CFA. I could say I invested in continuous knowledge. Invested in continuous knowledge. It could be anything really. Just coming up with random stuff. Continuous knowledge about, evolving in banking career, and development of technical expertise and soft skills such as leadership, communication, etc. So those are the decisions that helped to enhance the rising of joy. So for accelerators, so it says mentorship program certification. So can I use one of those? So in order to make this clearer, I think I'm just going to try to arrange them better so that Claude would understand very well. So milestone. So this is the first one. This is the first milestone decisions, and these are the examples. So I'm going to create another milestone decisions. So I'm just going to arrange them clearly like that. Okay, so I have off camera, I've generated all the key milestones, the accelerators and obstacles that Joy overcame in our career journey. All right, so we're going to go over to Claude now and feed it with everything it has asked us. So remember, it has us for all the requirements. So we have our requirements now. We're going to feed it onto Claude for it to write our book for us. But before then, one thing that I also like to do is, in order to make the AI sound like me, in order to make my work original, my book original. So I like to feed Claude with a text, my own text. So if I'm writing a book, I'm creating any work, I feed it with my text, my original composition. So I tell it to analyze and project the tone and the style of writing. So that way I make my work more original. So, or sometimes if you have a figure, maybe a thought leader out there that you like their sense of writing, you like their style of writing, and you want to project that in your own work as well. And that's something you can also use Claude to achieve. Let's say, for example, okay, so yeah, it has given us all of these things, and we say thank you. So what I want to do now, I want to feed it with a text of somebody I would like it to project, somebody's style or tone I would like it to project in my work. So thank you. I will provide you with all of this in a minute. But first, I want to feed you a text. Sorry. I want to feed you a text. Okay. Like you to analyze the text for tone and style of writing. I'll provide you with all of this in a minute. First, I want to feed you a text. I'd like you to style of writing in my book. You understand? Great. Okay. Perfect. All right. So he knows exactly what we want to achieve. So all right, so what I'm going to do is there's someone's style of writing. So this can be anybody. You can decide whose style you would like to project in your writing. And so what I do is, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the person's tweet and get their text, their posts, their compositions, and then feed it onto Claude. And Claude is going to analyze how they write for us and project their style of writing into our book. So this is one way to also make your work your own, or make it just tweak it or however you want it to be. So oh, I think I have them up there already. Yeah, so this person, I personally like how they compose their text. Okay, every once in a while you have to remind yourself that you're capable of. So all of his texts are just direct and straightforward. Thing hard means pushing hard, it doesn't, right? So this is one of them. So you can just go ahead and okay, close right here. This is the one. Full stop. You can just pick like I think 3. Right into the first every branch. Okay, just 1 minute, guys. And lastly, give yourself order for the minutes. There we go. I never know how. Okay, I think I did this one. Okay. All right. Exactly. I like it direct. Exactly. It has all the. I think it has exactly the tone that we need in that book. Yeah. So okay, that's fine. So should I adopt this direct, honest, example-driven style when we craft your banking career? It will make the advice feel more genuine and impactful than typical career books. Exactly. So I would say we even picked the right tone for this one. So yes, please. So now I'm going to feed you. I'm going to feed you with all the requirements you requested earlier. Earlier. Do you understand? Right. So I'm just going to go back there and pick. Where is it? Okay, it's right here. So this are the elements that we need to create our books. So yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go to work. Specific questions to get real stories behind the point so we can write an authentic, concrete style. You see? When you decided to pursue, what was the moment you realized you needed them? What was a specific conversation, missed opportunity, or realization? You see how it's, helping you achieve, achieve your goals. Like it's taking you through the book step by step. So now let's answer the questions that Claude has asked. So it says here, I have all the key elements. Now let me ask you specific few questions to get the real stories behind this point so we can write in that authentic and concrete style. So now it wants us to provide stuff about educational decisions that Joy Smith made. So when you decided to pursue the MBA and CFA, what was the moment you realized you needed them? And was there a specific conversations, missed opportunities or realization that made you think I have to do this? So, and also about strategic career moves, about high visibility project. So we're going to provide all of this to Claude now. Okay, so I've generated answers to some of the questions that Claude has asked us. So I'm going to go back onto Claude and feed it with the answers. So right here, and I'm going to say now, write a 10 chapter book containing, let's say 10,000 words. So this is me trying to be very specific now. Containing 10,000 words. 10 chapters book containing 10,000 words. Okay. All right. Let's watch it one more magic. Thinking about it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So this is a whole book, a complete book, as we have instructed Claude. So he's writing a masterpiece for us right now for Joy Smith. So in addition to creating additional income, so this is one way that entrepreneurs or professionals can, position themselves as an authority in their industry. This helps you to establish your competence. It helps you to establish your, expertise. For professionals, this will be another feather in your cap if you include this in your CV. It, helps you to boost your profile. It gives you an edge and helps you to stand out among your peers. So this is really, really a very good one. In addition to creating extra income for yourself. Excuse me. So I like how Claude has, put all of this headings and subheadings. See the turning point, what I wish I had known earlier, their younger self, stop waiting for permission to level up your thinking. The competition isn't waiting for you. This is really interesting, I must tell you. So this is one of the advantage of giving AI a voice. I mean, giving AI your voice, telling it how to write, telling it what voice to write in. So this is one of the advantages of what we did earlier by feeding it a tone and style of writing. Finance empowerment, understanding the numbers behind the decision. So it's not just writing straightforward, it's not writing boring text. It's making it really, really interesting. Product development, understanding what customers actually want. Oh, I love this. So we have, with this one, we have a complete book. It's as simple as that. Joy, who is a senior banking officer, has with this become an author as well. It's as simple as that, guys. So here we go. Here our book is here. So you can simply copy the book and go to your Word document and then paste it on there. Voila, you have your book. You have your book. That's it. That's it. Uh, let's have a look if it's a complete work that we've requested that it does for us. So yeah, that's chapter one, straight to chapter two. Yeah, that's it. Here you have your book. So all you just need to do in all of this, with all of this, is to, format it, clean it up. It even has a table of content here for you. Create your title page, your preface, acknowledgement, every other thing that the book requires. So now we have our book as created by Claude, our AI assistant. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be generating images to drive the sales of this book. So for example, we're generating the book cover for the book because of course we cannot sell the book without a book cover. Either we were selling as ebooks or we're selling as paperback. We need a book cover either ways. So we're going to instruct our AI tool again to generate a book cover for us. So we're going to start by saying thank you. Now create a book cover for me. Let's see what it does. This might take a minute because, so here we go. Right here. Wow, I think this is actually very beautiful. I love the color used. It's, a very, very nice and mature color. So here, climbing the banking ladder, a senior officer's re-guide to career success. Very direct, very straightforward. So here, the author Joy Smith, senior banking officer, MBA and CFA. I wonder what that means. That's something I just made up in my head, but yeah, it's looking good. I think it's looking good. So it depends on what you want and what you're trying to achieve, what color you would like to reflect there. Depends on what you're writing. So here you have your book cover, you have your book, and guess what? You're an author officially. With this work, you're an author officially, and here you've created an additional income for yourself. As a career person, you've positioned yourself as an authority in your industry. you have, improved your profile, you've boosted your profile with what you've just done. You've just added an extra feather to your cap. So here, this is a very fantastic idea for you if you want to create an extra income for yourself, right? So, and now, so the section we are in right now is we're creating images to boost sales, to enhance our sales, the sales of our book and any other, digital product that we're creating with AI. So this is what Claude AI has generated for us so far. And so for image creation, I prefer ChatGPT. I think it has that element to it, to creating images rather than Claude, because I think this is just a feature that Claude just added. I think about 2 months ago, it wasn't able to do this. I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but I tried to use it to generate images. It wasn't just working for me. So I would say this is a new feature to it. So for image generation, I think ChatGPT does better. So we can even still play around this with ChatGPT to see. Let's see what ChatGPT can do in terms of image creation for the book cover. All right. So I can just come here and say, hi. My name is Joy. I'm a senior banking officer, and I have just written a book which is a guide to bankers at their earlier career stage. The book title is book is titled what's the title again? Climbing the Banking Ladder. It's titled Climbing Banking Ladder. I'd like you to create a book cover for me. I prefer, do I say mature colors? I don't know if that's correct though, but let's see what we can work out. I prefer, is it secondary color now? I prefer, well, what do we call this now? Is it primary or secondary color? Or should we say simple colors? Is there anything like corporate colors? Okay, let's just use simple. Prefer simple colors like a blue, or let's say black and white. Black and white. Hi, my name is Joe. I'm a senior banking officer, and I've just written a book which is a guide to bankers at their earlier career stage. The book is titled Climbing the Banking Ladder. I would like you to create a book cover for me. I prefer simple colors like, can you please use simple colors like this and this. So let's see what it works out. Yeah, so here we go. ChatGPT has responded and it says, thanks, Joy. I'll be glad to design a book cover for Climbing the Ladder. And okay, based on your request, I will generate a simple concept, and it has brought all of this. And here he says, okay, so this is what is gonna, all right, last name optional if you like that included. So yeah, so it has analyzed it out for us what exactly is going to look like, the audience. So it has understood exactly what we want to do. So if you prompt AI correctly, it's going to get your work right. So visual concept would be a ladder integrated into the design, e.g. going up the side of a bank building, silhouette or abstract stairs leading upwards. So this is fantastic. So this is AI communicating back to you, telling you how it's going to get your work done, telling you how it's going to deliver to you. So if you are not happy with any of this information or details, so you can then prompt it again until it gets it right. Yeah. So do you want your last name on the cover? You see, it's very, very detailed. Do you prefer a portrait orientation, a standard book size? Should the subtitle be included? Yes, absolutely. So what we're going to do now is to say that, yes, please. Okay, so we can just say, yes, please, because it has given us the concept at which is going to provide our work. We could just, yes, please, I love the concept. Concept. So do you want to kindly include my last name Smith, right? What does it ask for? Do you prefer the portrait? Okay, you can then say, I prefer the portrait orientation. And what's the last one? So yes, please, I love the concept. Kindly include my last name. I prefer the portrait orientation, and also include the subtitle. So I think I need to be specific with the subtitle. So I would just say, also include the subtitle. Let's copy this out. A guide for early career bankers. So yeah, let's see what it does. Thank you for confirming. I've included your full name and subtitle, and the design is currently being generated with a clean professional look in portrait orientation using your preferred color palette. So hang tight and the cover will be ready shortly. So right here we have the book cover generated by ChatGPT, and it has all of the details as described earlier. Here you have the title of the book, Climbing the Banking Ladder. You have the subtitle, A Guide for Early Career Bankers, and right under at the bottom of the book cover, you have the name of the author. And as described, it has generated the feature, it has generated the ladder that leads up to the top of the building. And I think this is a very beautiful cover. So in this section, we're going to be looking at how to generate images, we're going to generate videos and flyers, basically materials to drive the sales of the product that we have just created, which is a book by Joyce Smith. So we're going to be using the help of ChatGPT to create all of this stuff. So we just come right here and prompt ChatGPT to create these materials for us. So we can just say, thank you. Okay. Now I want you to create images. No, I think we can start with a flyer. So I want you to create a flyer for me to advertise this book. Make it very compelling. Okay. So is giving us what it needs for it to create the book for us. So I'll create a compelling flyer to advertise your book, Climbing the Banking Ladder, a guide for early career bankers. So here is what it will include. Okay, visual style, clean, modern, and professional color scheme. Yes, this is nice. Call to action, stronger and clear. Buy now, available on Amazon, etc. All right, so we're just going to wait for it to create the flyer. So here we go. A flyer has been generated for us. It says new book alert, kickstart your banking career. And here is saying the purpose of this book is 7, a comprehensive guide to navigating the banking industry and advancing your career. And here there's the image of the book with its title, the subtitle, and the name of the author. And it says available now, grab your copy today.